Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to another exciting episode of SRT. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We talk about all things relationships in this channel. So today I'm going to be talking about breadcrumbing and gaslighting. I'm sure not everyone has heard about what breadcrumbing is or knows what breadcrumbing is. So I'm here to explain to you to understand what it means. So, what is breadcrumbing? Breadcrumbing is an all too common form of manipulation that happens in the dating world. Breadcrumbing is an act of sending brief and sporadic messages such as, all those brief messages like hello, hi, that happens either on Facebook or on Instagram, or text message, which indicates to the recipient that you're interested in them, when in reality you're not ready to pursue a full-blown relationship with them, which is like the manipulation. So now I'm going to be talking about breadcrumbing versus gaslighting. While it may sound a lot like gaslighting, and while there are both forms of manipulation in relationships, they are not the same thing. While breadcrumbing in essence is leading someone on, gaslighting, on the other hand, is a deliberate attempt to blur someone's concept of reality, and it makes the victim question their judgment and perceptions. I know we've all been in that kind of situation before, where someone is trying to gaslight you, some, for example, something happened, or he's trying to tell you that it didn't happen this way, and you're very sure it actually happened that way. So it's really messed up. It's not a good situation to be in. Breadcrumbing can definitely lead to hurt feelings and sleepless nights, but it's still not as directly manipulative as gaslighting is, because it tends to alienate the victim from themselves, from their family, from their friends, with the intent to control them. So breadcrumbing involves small, inconsistent supply of interest, which keeps someone feeling as though there is potential for more. I feel like we have all been in relationships where, you feel like there's a potential for more, but you're not really getting more. Their actions are not really coming through for you. They are not being really intentional about making an effort to be with you. It causes someone to question whether the person actually cares about them. So you're in like a confused state. You don't really know what's up with this person. It's really giving you mixed signals. So gaslighting, on the other hand, involves a person actively trying to make someone question their perception of reality. Like I mentioned earlier, like a situation happened and they're trying to deny it, or they even deny it completely, and you start, like, sometimes it makes you feel like you're actually crazy, because the situation happened this way, but this person is being all manipulative about it, he's being all serious about the situation, and he's making you feel like it did not happen. So sometimes it tends to erode the person of their confidence, which in turn, they are unable to make clear judgments. That is not a good situation to be in. So I'm going to be giving you 6 different signs of breadcrumbing. While all this may not be happening at once, it may be happening like one after the other. It may not, just because there are hot flashes, it can take some time for the person. Like, it's just like mixed signals. So you just have to be on the lookout for a breadcrumber. So the number 1 sign is their inability to make or commit to plans. In this instance, the breadcrumber will entertain the idea of, going for a movie or a dinner or just anything like that. But then the recipient, the breadcrumber, is not really giving you a specific time. It's not really pinning it down. It's just giving you like a vague, like the communication is vague, like, hey babe, can we go out for dinner? But he's not really telling you, okay, can we do Saturday night? He's not really making it certain. That's one of their signs. The second sign is micro communication. This is where breadcrumbing actually gets its name from, because It is dropping small, exclusively digital bits of information, such as maybe you haven't spoken to this person in a long time and you post something on Instagram, maybe you post a picture and then he comments with like an emoji, or he likes your post, but he's not really saying more. That is also a sign. He's not investing much time and effort. Why would you send me an emoji? Why don't you like start up a conversation? What's the emoji saying? It doesn't even make sense. So the third sign would be um, hot and cold flashes. He's acting all obsessed about you this moment, and the other moment he's being all distant. He's giving you on and off vibes, hot and cold flashes. you know he gives you the hope of a potential relationship or greater commitment, but then he's still being hot and cold about it. He's not being direct and specific. Often this can there will be periods where this person, like I mentioned, would be talking to you. Maybe he talk to you this morning, you send you a message, you call you, and then tomorrow you don't just hear from them at all. And then you won't hear from them till after maybe 3 days or so, and then they will not even explain their absence to you. Which brings me to the fourth sign of breadcrumbing, which is communication times. How to spot breadcrumbing is also to notice how this person communicates with you. Do they leave you all day without saying anything to you till at night, maybe like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., just when they are their loneliest, when they're about to sleep, so you just pop up in their head and they send you a message? That is another sign. You should notice the time they communicate with you. The fifth sign is they feign thoughtfulness. This is a common tactic they use to string people along. Maybe you told them you have maybe a doctor's appointment, and maybe after not talking to you for all these days, he would just pop up and just show like he really cares about you. He would ask you if you went for your doctor's appointment, or if you went to the spa like you told him. All those important information that would make someone feel like this person really cares, when in reality it's just a form of manipulation. And then the last sign I'm going to talk about today is there's no effort to explain themselves. Like I spoke to you about the absences. You talk to this person today, tomorrow, and you will hear from them sometimes up to a week, 2 weeks. These things happen, and then when they resurface into your life, they have no explanation for you. They don't even bother to explain, because sometimes, life happens to everyone. Maybe he was involved in a car crash, or he had like a medical emergency. These things happen. But then these breadcrumbers, when they resurface in your life after these absences, they do not bother to explain to you anything. They just pick up the conversation from where it left. They feel like they owe you no explanation, which is not a good situation to be in. So in conclusion, with all these aspects of dating in the digital world, being breadcrumb can be extremely difficult, and a heartbreaking experience. So you being able to identify what these signs are would save you from a lot of stress and a lot of heartbreak. As you say no to breadcrumbing and prioritizing yourself and honoring yourself, you will attract others who will treat you in kind. Similarly in kind. Now that you have greater awareness around what the signs are and what to look out for, make space for yourself and your needs, whether it's saying no to a breadcrumber, whether that's exploring new opportunities with someone else. Don't be stuck in a manipulative relationship or a situationship. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And yes, we do offer free therapy session for the first 20 people. If you want to know more about breadcrumbing or any of these forms of manipulation, which I'll be talking about in my other videos, do not forget to follow me on all my social media handles on Instagram and on YouTube at Severia's Relationship Therapy. and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.